The American presence on the territory of the Republic of Niger is illegal and violates all constitutional and democratic norms.
Welcome to Candid Africa, truthful and unapologetic.
The government of the Republic of Niger announces to the national and international public that the 12th, 13th and 14th of March 2024, its representatives, under the authority of His Excellency, Mr. Ali Mohamed Lamine Zeine, Prime Ministers had a series of work meetings with an American delegation comprised of the Assistant Deputy Secretaries of State for African Affairs, Head of Mission Mrs. Molifi, said Dr. Celeste Wallander, Under Secretary of Defense for International Security Affairs, General Michael Langley, Commander-in-Chief of AFRICOM, and Ms. Kathleen Fisben, Ambassador of the United States of America to Niger. In terms of protocol, the arrival of the American delegation did not comply with diplomatic customs. Indeed, it was unilaterally, through a diplomatic note, that the American government informed the Nigerian government of the arrival date and composition of its delegation, as well as meeting with the authorities of Niger, without specifying. Concerning the purpose of his visit, it is therefore out of courtesy and following our ancient traditions of welcome and hospitality that the government succeeded with the American delegation. On this substance, the exchanges between the two delegations focused primarily on the military transition underway in Niger, the cooperation between the two countries, especially in military cooperation and the fight against terrorism, Niger's political orientations and outlooks in their aspect related to the choice of partners on the diplomatic front, military and strategic. It being understood that in the American approach, all these three issues are deeply linked. On the ongoing transition and the return as soon as possible to a constitutional and democratic order, Niger's government confirms its commitment to quickly restore constitutional life. This is a solemn commitment made in full responsibility by the President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland. Head of State, as expressed in his address to the nation on August 19, 2023, on the selection of diplomatic, strategic and military partners. The government of Niger regrets the stance of the American delegation to deny the sovereign Nigerian people the right to choose their partners and the types of partnerships that can help them to truly fight against terrorism. Even as the United States of America, they have unilaterally decided to suspend all cooperation between our two countries. Also, the government of Niger strongly condemns the condescending attitude led to the threat of retaliation from the head of the American delegation. Regarding the government and the people of Niger, this attitude is likely to undermine the quality of our centuries-old relations and erode trust between our two governments, already initiated by the events of October 19, 2023. Regarding the specific cases of the Russian Federation and the Islamic Republic of Iran, two countries with the school, Niger has maintained diplomatic relations for several decades, which particularly interest the United States of America. The government wishes to inform the Nigerian people and of all the peoples of the international community who have never signed a secret agreement with these partner countries. All agreements signed by Niger since the establishment of the National Council for the Defense of the Homeland respect international rights and transparency rules. That's why the Niger government rejects the baseless allegations made by the head of the American delegation, alleging that he signed a secret deal on uranium with the Islamic Republic of Iran. This cynical approach is usually used to discredit, demonize, and justify their threats against states, reminiscent of the example of the Second Iraq War. Indeed, Nigerians and the entire international community still remember the false evidence presented by the United States Secretary of State before the Security Council to justify the American aggression against Iraq. And in this case, President Tanya's government was falsely accused of supplying uranium to the United States. Baghdad authorities then. It is widely known that the exploitation of Niger's uranium is completely controlled by France. Regarding the Russian Federation, it is a partner with whom Niger deals from state to state in accordance with military cooperation agreements signed with the previous government to acquire the military equipment necessary for its fight against terrorists, which has made thousands of innocent Nigerian victims under the indifferent eye of much of the international community. Finally, Niger reaffirms its solemn commitment to cooperate transparently and with respect for its sovereignty with all countries and peoples who love peace and justice in accordance with international law rules. Regarding cooperation between the two countries, especially military cooperation and counter-terrorism, need we remind you the American presence on the territory of the Republic of Niger is illegal and violates all constitutional and democratic norms. Wishes for the people to embrace it, especially through its elected representatives, must be consulted for the deployment of a foreign army on the national territory. Thus, it is through simple verbal note number 174 from July 6, 2012, that the American side is unilaterally imposed on Niger an agreement on the status of United States military personnel and civilian employees of the American Department of Defense on the territory of the Republic of Niger. This agreement is not only profoundly unfair at its core, but also does not meet the aspirations and interests of the Nigerian people for the following objective reasons. First, it forces Niger to pay bills related to taxes on American military planes, which they normally have to pay, and which costs billions of CFA francs to the Nigerian taxpayers. Conducted from American bases in Niger and ignores even the civilian and military personnel, as well as the American equipment deployed on Nigerian soil. Finally, the American military is under no obligation under the agreement to respond to Nigerian requests for support against terrorist groups who are killing our brave defense and security forces and slaughter our hard-working populations. Also, since July 26, 2023, and the advent of the National Council for the Protection of the Homeland, the U.S. government has unilaterally and abruptly decided to suspend its military cooperation in breach of the agreement, to impose an avocado on the Nigerian people. Article 7108 of the Consolidated Appropriations Act, without going all the way in its logic that would have it withdraw its military from Nigerian territory. Furthermore, for several weeks now, the Nigerian government has observed illegal flyover activities of its territory by American IRNFs, questioning sincerity regarding their partnership and their relevance of maintaining the military cooperation agreement imposed by our verbal agreement. In light of this, of all the above, the government of Niger, taking into account the aspirations and interests of its people, makes decisions responsibly to denounce with immediate effect the agreement regarding the status of United States military personnel and civilian employees of the American Department of Defense in French territory to the Republic of Niger. A diplomatic letter at the Tomatovu will be sent to the U.S. on this matter, dated March 16, 2024.
There we have it. That has been our candid speech for today. Please feel free to give your opinions in the descriptions below. On this show, we don't tell you how to think or manipulate you. Everybody is open to air the opinion, what you think about the speech. Did you love it? Did you like it? Do you disagree with it? Do you agree with it? Please let us know in the comments below. That's important. Discussing these issues is very important. So with that said, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with friends and family. It's the best way for YouTube to spread this video further, okay? So it's been me, Mikey Mushi from Tunacheki. And always remember, Africa is watching.